I just wanted to put a little video together. This video is as much motivation for me as it is for you guys. It's Friday, and maybe you're lagging. Maybe it's the end of the week. Maybe you haven't hit all your goals. Maybe you face some disappointments. I don't know your whole story, but I wanted to put together just a little bit of a motivational kickstart your week into your weekend, finish strong Friday message for you guys. So here's what we're gonna do. I'm gonna get across the street here because I got this divided road that I'm trying to get going on. I'm headed home after dropping my family off at school. Good morning, Kaylee. Good morning. Yeah, it's early. So, but this is just purely motivation right now. I'm not doing any delivery stuff. I will be live later today. But here's the deal. I'm going to assume that probably not everything has gone perfectly for you this week. Who's ever watching, whether you're watching live, whether you're watching on replay, I'm just going to make the assumption that you can look back on your week and you can find a small thing or a big thing where you messed up at some point in time this week. And I find, at least for me, my natural reaction is, it's Friday, just forget it. Like, just quit. Be done. Like, you can just do it. And I'm going to tell you that that's not the way. That's not the path to the things that you want in life. You need to push through today. Okay? Every one of you, every single one of you, you need to figure out how to push through, how to grind through today, even if it hasn't. So I'm going to use a couple of personal examples from this week. One, first of all, there have been some great things that have happened in my life this week. We've had a lot of explosive growth on the YouTube channel, but some of the other practical things haven't been good. Food delivery has been really poor this week. Sourcing for Amazon was really difficult this week. There are a couple other things going on behind the scenes in my life that were tough this week. And yesterday, I ended up kind of wasting a couple of hours yesterday afternoon, not really focused. I definitely have seen some time waste this week. And so the easiest thing for me to do right now is just say, you know what? I messed up. I'm just quitting. I'm just going to go home and do nothing. And part of the reason I'm making this video is to kick my butt into gear for today too. Say, no, look, just because things haven't gone exactly the way I've wanted this week doesn't mean that I should quit now. In fact, it's the opposite. I need to take the positive momentum that's happened this week and I need to push even harder. I need to really just go all out. And I wasted some time yesterday, so now I got to work doubly hard and make up that lost time. And I know I can do it. And I don't know what sort of things you were hoping to happen this week that didn't happen, but maybe you can still find that breakthrough today or tomorrow or Sunday. Like, maybe even though it's Friday, we don't need to function the same way the rest of the world functions, and we can be like, okay, forget it. I'm going to just keep pushing. When everybody else is just watching and waiting for the hours to tick off the clock today, I'm going to add that little extra dose of hustle into my life. I'm going to add that extra bit of hard work. I'm going to do that thing that I've been avoiding, that I've been putting off. Okay, so with that, here's my plan. I'm giving you my plan to just kind of show you what I have. I have a catering delivery that's scheduled for 4:40, but I have to probably leave my house by 4 o'clock. I have an Amazon shipment that is partially processed but not done. So when I get home, I'm going to just knock out the Amazon shipment as quick as possible. I'm going to get that done. And then if I have time after that, then I've got a couple stacks of papers that I need to go through because I stacked them up into stacks like 3 weeks ago, but I haven't done anything with them. And I'm sick and tired of seeing them, and I'm just going to push through, and I'm going to do whatever needs to be done with those papers and then move on so I don't have to see them again. And then if I have time and I'm done with that, then I'm going to go out for food delivery even earlier, maybe even try to get some deliveries on the way out. So, but I'm not going to sit around saying, woe is me, I made a mistake yesterday and wasted time, or woe is me, food delivery hasn't been as profitable as I had hoped so far. Because what if today's the day that it is going to be profitable? What if tomorrow's the day? And I was thinking about this morning because my temptation was, you know what, forget it, I'll just put out this Amazon shipment on Monday. Like, no, because that's 3 days later. I can get it done today. I need to get it done today. So what is it? What do you have to get done today? What have you been putting off? What are you sick and tired of looking at? What's the thing at work, that stack of papers that you've been ignoring? What's that mail that you haven't been opening? You need to just take on whatever things you've either been lazy about or you've been fearful about. Hey, thank you so much for the subscribe. I'm hoping that I can motivate you guys, because look, don't kick it. Don't go into weekend mode here. In fact, I would challenge you even this weekend, push yourself beyond what you were planning on doing this weekend and get something else done. What if you got that side hustle started this weekend? What if you actually booted up that old eBay account and found 1 or 2 things to get listed on it? What if it wasn't a what if, right? What if whatever it is that you're dreaming of or hoping of, what if you actually took a step in that direction this weekend? Instead of just getting plastered drunk and just watching football all weekend, hey, you can still do that. But what if you also did something else before you did that? What if you got up an hour earlier tomorrow to work on your dream? What if you didn't keep putting off the things that you know would make your life better? Good morning, Katie. Good morning. It's time. I don't know if Tyson's going to win, but I'm old school. I'm a child of the 80s, so I'm rooting for Tyson, right? But like, look at this. Mike Tyson's going to fight a competitive boxing match this weekend. And what are we going to do? He's 60 years old, and probably most of you are younger than him. Are you going out and doing something competitive this weekend? Are you going to take that? Or are you just going to lay back and say, oh, life's beating me up, so I quit? Stop quitting. Stop going against all these things that you know you could be doing so much better. You guys have a dream that's at hand. It's within reach. You know, maybe it's 1,000 steps away, but you could wake up tomorrow and it'll be 999 steps away. My YouTube channel has seen just absolutely explosive growth this week. It's been absolutely crazy. Like literally, we went from under 800 subscribers to basically almost 1,300 in 5 days. Like we're on pace to basically add 500 subscribers in 5 days. Now, part of it is we were fortunate to be recipients of a Tom Grassi raid, which is great, right? Like that's awesome. But the whole reason we were able to be recipients of that is because we were out there producing content when a lot of times it felt like only a handful of people noticed. And I have some great long-time subscribers on this channel, but it's just been a small little group for a long period of time. Okay, and so all of a sudden it's like, wow, we're there. But why are we there? We're there because we put ourselves in a position to be there. The reason that this channel has had explosive growth over the last 5 days is because of the last 11 months that I've been putting in. Good morning, Winter. How's it going? I'm from Florida. Just giving you guys some motivation to kick your butts into gear today. I don't know what it is that you're facing. If you need something and you're stuck, and you want a little advice on that, I'd be glad to just throw that in here. I'm just driving home from dropping my family off at school. My wife works at a school. My kids go to that school, so dropping them off. And I'm going home to work because I messed up yesterday. I was lazy, and I'm not going to make that same mistake twice. And part of the way that I do that is I put it on film and I make myself accountable to you guys. But I also want you guys to say, look, there's something better for you. There's something better. I know every single one of you have at least one thing in your life that if you could snap your fingers, you would be like, absolutely, there's something better that I could be doing in my life right now. There's something more. And so I don't know what that something is, but how about we don't just quit because it's Friday? How about we finish strong this Friday? How about we put things into place? How about instead of ordering takeout, we make a home cooked meal for our family? Okay, if you don't have the opportunity, good morning, Rick, how's it going? Fira, if you don't have the opportunity, then what you need to do is you need to figure out what is the path, and then just figure out what's the smallest first step of something that you could do, that you would do today, that will bring you in that journey. Okay, so I don't know what your dream is. If you want to share a little bit about that, hey, thank you. I actually am my own barber. I do want to get a beard groomer. But So you got to break it down. Like, okay, so let's just take a simple thing. You got that pile of papers. You're sick and tired because you live in a cluttered house. Okay? Don't try to take on the whole house today. But find one pile of papers that you've been putting off going through, and you just go through one pile of papers. All right? And get it done and get it out of the way. And once you start doing that, and once you start taking care of yourself, once you start taking on projects that you know you should be doing, then it's going to bring you closer in that direction. Let's say you want to be a full-time content creator on YouTube. Well, guess what step one is? Create that YouTube channel. Even if you don't film that video today, create that YouTube channel and get out there and do it. And you know what? Make that first video this weekend. And it's going to be horrible. Did you know that? I still think the quality of a lot of my videos is pretty rough. It's going to be horrible. But you know what? That's the step in the direction of being a full-time content creator. So you've got to just figure out something. And that's all I'm asking you to do today. I'm not asking you to do everything today. I'm asking you to do one thing that will bring you one step closer to your dream. Because your dream may seem out of reach to you too. But guess what? If you don't do anything in the direction of your dream, it's going to be just as out of reach tomorrow as it is today. Maybe even more so, right? Because time is your enemy. Time is your enemy. And I'm coming to you guys as someone who has thousands of dollars of debt that I'm still working to pay off. I'm coming to you as someone who would love to do this full time, but I can't afford to do it full time. But I'm finding time, right? Because I care enough about this dream of being able to do this and help you guys out and challenge you and stretch you. Instead of doing 30 minutes of just listening to junk radio, I'm going to produce something for you on my ride home. And so now I've made this piece of content that hopefully motivates you, maybe motivates other people, helps me get better with my camera skills. And now I've not wasted 30 minutes. I've put that 30 minutes to use towards my dream. Can you do the same thing? I bet you can. I bet each and every one of you can do that. You can find 30 minutes today to somehow knock out something in your dream. And I know it's super sunny here right now, but it's not going to stop us. All right? It's not going to stop us. So I want you to just find one thing that's going to bring you one step closer to your ultimate dream today, whatever it is. And I can take a couple minutes when I park and read the rest of your comments. I'm not ignoring you. I'm just driving, so I got to be safe. But I will sit down and read your comments. If you need a little bit of like specific motivation as to what to do, then I would be glad to help you with that if we can. But what's one thing? What's one thing today that's going to bring you one step closer to your ultimate dream? What's the thing that you say, you know what? I can put this off another day, but what if you couldn't? What if this was it? What if today was the last chance to go through that pile of papers? Maybe it just needs to go in the trash. Maybe that's all you need to do is just trash the whole thing and say forget about it. But maybe there's something in that pile of papers that you're just dreadfully fearful of. Some bill, some news from the doctor's office, something that you're scared of, and you need to face that head on. So I want you guys to say, what's one thing? What is that one thing that's going to bring you one step closer to your dream today? What's that one thing you've been putting off? Is it exercise? Is it eating healthy? Is it cooking food at home instead of doing takeout? Is it not ignoring your family and turning off the TV and just spending an extra 30 minutes with your family? What is it? What can you do? Because we need to get sick and tired of getting sick and tired of these same old results that we're getting. And look, your week may not have been perfect. Your life might not be perfect right now. And maybe there's things that are completely out of your control. But I bet there's something that's within your control. There's got to be something that's within your control that you can do. The very fact that every one of you are on YouTube, if you don't already have a YouTube channel, that's something that could potentially be unlocking future for you. And if you do, and you're watching me, what if you could post a video similar to this that's within your niche that would motivate your viewers to do certain things? And I'm going to get to all your comments here. I'm almost home, and I'll give you guys like 10 minutes of like trying to answer any of your comments and questions and try to help you brainstorm and see things in a new way, okay? Because I'm not coming here saying that I'm perfect at this. The reason I'm coming to you is because I screwed up majorly yesterday with wasted time. I'm behind schedule. I should have gotten my shipment done yesterday, but I wasted time. So, no, there's no delivery. I have a catering order at like 4 o'clock today, so that's it. So I'm just driving home, but I was like, I need to create something to kind of kick my butt and kick anybody else's butt, because I figure, hey, if you're at least in the United States and you're up this early, that means you've got at least some sense of motivation, some sense of living for today in you. And so I'm just trying to spit some fire at you guys this morning and get you going. Well, there you go. This is your wake-up call, Lisa. This is your wake-up call. So this is the challenge. What's one thing that you can do today that you've been putting off that will bring you one step closer to achieving your ultimate dream, your ultimate goal? Okay, so that's the challenge I'm giving to everybody. And so if you're inspired by this, then hit that subscribe button. If you're super inspired and you want to support the channel, we're looking for 3 more members. We're trying to get to 10 members on the YouTube channel. So we'd invite you to do that. But it's 6:49. Yeah, you guys are rolling. It's 7:50 here, but I've been up since 5:45. All right, and I got somebody just crossing the street in front of my green light. So, but it's all good. It's all good. So yeah, I'm gonna get to all your comments here in just a second. Like literally, I'm like 2-3 minutes away from parking here, and then we'll get to everything that we've got. But we need to stop wasting our time. We need to take some things head on. We need to find these things. For those of my regulars, if you guys see comments that you think you can give them a little bit of advice on, then hop in. Don't wait for me to start sharing like, hey, here's a thought on this, here's how to handle that, here's advice on that. So for those of you I just woke up this morning, sorry. Sorry for waking you up with a notification, but we're rocking, we're rolling. I am not gonna waste anything. I'm actually not even caffeinated. I am gonna go make some coffee though. And I'm gonna blast some music because I got the house to myself, so I'm gonna blast some music. I'm pulling into home here right now as we speak. All right, so hello, I'm gonna go through. Good morning, Audrey, how's it going? So I'm here just to kick everybody's butt in gear today. And then I'll give a little channel update here in a few minutes, but I know there were some questions and comments, so we're gonna bring the phone up here. Okay, so FINRA, I'm gonna go backwards, so I'm not skipping people here. I don't dream of something great. I would like to simply live a normal life, actively participate in politics by my country. If you try to live like that, you have a big chance of ending up in prison or being sent to an offensive war. Okay, so obviously we've got multiple things here. But here's my question. Here's how I would maybe challenge you to rethink this. What if instead of being involved in politics, what if you just got involved in helping as many people as possible, FINRA? Sorry, is it FINRA? FIRA. Sorry, FIRA. Sorry. My eyes are still rolling. So FIRA, what if instead of saying like, look, I'm going to try to fix politics, what if you said, I'm going to try to help people? Okay, because I found this. We did a little election day stream here just because, you know, it was relevant to what was going on. But I don't spend a lot of time talking about politics here. I have my own political views. And if you follow along enough, you could probably piece together certain things, but we don't really talk about it because ultimately I care more about people than I do politics, right? And if you want to change the politics of your country, one of the best ways to do it is help as many people in your country as possible. The more you help other people, the more of a voice that you will have, the more of an opportunity that you will have to share other things with people. So, oh, Audrey, that's so difficult. We will be praying for you. So, yeah, that's really rough. So sorry to hear that. So I would challenge you. I would challenge you right away. Start doing your research right away. Start doing your research so that way you can know. There's a ton of different options and things that are available to you. I know, you know, you're going to find a good doctor that's going to help you as well. But we will be praying for you. Let us know if we can support you. If you have anything you want to share, make sure you just shoot me an email if there's stuff you don't want to share on here. No, it's okay, Audrey. That's why we're here. We're here to do it. But, you know, Asideofhustlechannel@gmail.com. That's for anybody here. But, Audrey, if there's specific things that you want to share there that you don't want to share on stream, I would love to be praying for you, be honored to pray for you. through this time, and if there's things that we can help with, we definitely want to do that. No, it's not dark. It's life. It's life. It's real, and we're here for you, and we're here with you every step of the way. Okay, that's why we're here, and that's why. And it kind of goes back to my broader point. Like, look, don't worry about politics, because there's real people. There's real people around you. And who was I talking to? Sorry, we got some fear a pinch. There's real people around you, who you can help, who you can serve, and the impact that you're going to be able to make in their life is going to be so much greater than probably the impact that you can make in a political life. So if you just start saying, look, this is what I'm all about. You don't have to do it from a political standpoint, but like, this is what I care about. I care about people. I care about helping people. I care about helping people out of poverty. I care about helping people who are sick, or whatever your specific passions are. If you do that, then eventually I think that's how you can create a political wave across your nation that will give you the freedom that maybe you're seeking. Cat lover, no, I don't wear quilts, but you are right on. You got the Scottish heritage right, so you're good with that. Good morning, Jason. How's it going? I see some retracted messages, but even so. Vishal, good morning. Looney, thanks for the sub. Appreciate it so much. Like, that's what I want to do. I want to kick your guys' butts into gear this morning. Eat turtles. Focus on the road. Well, I must have been focusing on the road, because I literally didn't see your message until I parked. So, yeah, so you do realize that people can drive and talk at the same time. So, oh, Looney, you started a garden. That's awesome. Yeah, like that's a great thing that you can do. That is a great thing that you can do. Is, things like that, things that can bring beauty into your life. Sangyag, I'm from United States, from Southwest Florida. Iqlal, I speak Iqlal. Okay, sounds good. All right, so fire a pinch. I hope that kind of gives you the thing. I would focus on helping people the best way that you possibly can. William, we're not going to talk specific politics stuff in here. So you're already doing volunteer work in my city. We also get together every month and write letters to political prisoners. Hey, you know what, Fira? Do it. Like, that's loving on people. And I know you want to see the politics changed, but you've got to figure out the overall arch of what it is. Now, if it's something that you stand for and you're willing to go to prison for, I'm not going to tell you to not do it. But you just got to figure out exactly what it is. We are English only in here, guys, just a heads up. So, but yeah, so I would just say, but what could you do? What's like one step more that you could do? Yeah, what's like one step more if you wanted to like do that? So what if you just, is it, and I don't know, like, I don't know your country, I don't know your laws and different things like that, but what if you started documenting how you're reaching out to political prisoners on YouTube? Is that something that you can do without risking things? I don't know. I can't answer that question for you. What if you would just document? What if you could just document in general, even if you didn't mention it was political prisoners? Could you document in general? These are things that you can do, because there's all sorts of people, right? There's all sorts of people who know someone who's in prison. And so you could start a whole YouTube channel dedicated to how can you support a loved one in prison? What are the things that they need? What are the tips? Like, okay, like I wouldn't even know. I don't know anyone in prison right now personally, but I wouldn't even know, like, what sort of things are you allowed to send into prisons? Like, can you send food into a prison? Can you send hygiene items to a prison? What sort of things, if you visit a prisoner, like, what are things that would be helpful for doing those things, right? Like, so you could document your experience, but not necessarily even be specifically about political prisoners, but there's tons of people who know someone who's in prison, and maybe they want to do it, but they're scared. They don't know what to do. They're fearful, like what to expect the first time you visit someone in prison, right? Like, I'm giving you questions that someone who's completely ignorant on this topic has, that maybe you could answer. Maybe you could answer for other people, and you could say, okay, what is a good care package to put together for someone in prison? These are prohibited items that you should not include in a care package because they're going to be confiscated. These are things that you can do. Do prisoners like to read a lot? Is there a need for books in prisons? There's so many things, because probably there's some need for prison reform, but there might be things that you can't necessarily do, but you could turn your knowledge into a platform of something that you're passionate about. That's something that you could think about. Layden, good morning. Tahim, good morning. Thanks for hanging out with us. So I'm just trying to kick everybody's butt into gear. Look, we can always find the reason not to do something. And I did yesterday. I spent 2 or 3 hours not working when I should have been working. And so I'm coming on here as do that. Yeah. So exactly, Fira. But I mean, do you have a YouTube channel? Can you have a YouTube channel? Can you do it and just keep doing it? Or maybe it's you need to just go out and you need to start tapping some people on shoulders and say, hey, why don't you come join us? Why don't you come just visit with us? And let me teach you a little bit about it. I would love for you to just look at something along those lines of how can you grow the vision of what you're doing to other people and then help more people as well. Yes, good morning to you, Tahim. How are you doing? So this is your wake-up call. If you're just waking up, some of you guys maybe across the world are going to bed, but this is your wake-up. This is your wake-up call for Saturday morning. We're gonna call that. So here's the big challenge. Here's the big challenge of this video. What's one thing that you can do today, potentially something that you've been putting off, that will bring you one step closer to your ultimate goal, to your ultimate dream? So face something that you want to do, because I know when I go in, I might be motivated. I'm actually thinking, honestly, guys, that I might go in and do a separate thing, but just stream my working on my Amazon shipment. I'm thinking about it. I don't know yet, but I got you out of bed, Jaeger. There we go. That's a start. Thank you. Yeah, thank you. We hit the 1,000 subscribers. It's crazy because it's been rolling nonstop ever since. We're blasting through all sorts of subscribers this morning too. We're 1237. So we didn't quite hit our goal last night, but we blasted through. We are also looking for 3 more members on the channel. That'll get us to 10 members. That's kind of our next channel goal that we have here. So if you're inspired and you're feeling inspired and you want to kind of get more content like this, and we do this all sorts of times. We just do kind of live question and answers. It's not always this motivational. Kind of depends, but we have all sorts of question and answers and help you work through things, especially if you're looking to get a side hustle started. If this is motivating you, the best time in the world to earn extra money is the next 8 weeks, guys. The absolute best time. The next 7-8 weeks is the best time in the world to earn extra money on pretty much every delivery platform, on every sales platform, seasonal jobs. If you need extra money, my goal is I'm trying to be out of debt completely by next Thanksgiving. I'm giving myself 1 year to be completely out of debt. And it's a tall task. And at a certain point, when we get it slightly more manageable, we're probably going to start cataloging the journey the rest of the way, because I don't care. I'm not going to be ashamed or embarrassed of past mistakes that I've made. I want to bring you guys along with me. So if you're in that getting out of debt journey, I don't care if it's student loans, credit card debt, medical debt, whatever it is. Yeah, we're gonna do it. I'm gonna just start it from Thanksgiving to Thanksgiving, and we're gonna just start doing it, and we're gonna push together with everything that we're doing. And that's even with we got to take on a new expense of a house rental here, and so you can still be praying for us that we find a place. So yeah, we're just gonna push as hard as we possibly can for 1 year, Thanksgiving to Thanksgiving, because that's my goal, is be completely debt free by next Thanksgiving. So that's what we're working towards, and we're just gonna keep pushing with all that. So that's why I don't have time to waste, and you guys probably don't have time to waste too, because you got things that you need to do, that you want to do. Those of you who have kids, your kids are getting older, and they're getting older fast. And so these are goals that I have. My oldest daughter's 11 by the time. My goal is to give, not her, but to have. Hey, welcome, Lisa. There we go. There's one of our new members. Everybody, welcome Lisa to a membership. So we've got 2 membership tiers. We got just $2 a month and $5 a month. And so we're just trying to build that as well. So everybody say welcome Lisa to membership. So we're looking for 2 more. You do both for now. Awesome. Awesome. I appreciate it so much, Lisa. Thank you. We appreciate it. And I'm putting all the money that comes in through the Patreon, through YouTube, all that's going back into the channel to keep making it better and better and better. And the more support we have, the more I can do this, because the less I have to do food delivery. I'll still do food delivery, but the less I have to do, and the more I can keep pumping out, hopefully, quality content, motivational content for you guys and everything. So appreciate you so much. So if 2 more of you want to join Lisa, do that. Otherwise, I'm gonna take a break here for a little bit, and I may just literally just throw on a live stream just to watch me work. It would just be something like that. Eat Turtles, how's it going? Why am I bald? Because all my hair went south for the winter. So yeah, you can see it just all went south for the winter. I live in the South. So yeah, we're gonna keep pushing because we care about you guys. By the way, for the Patreon, if you guys, there is a Patreon, patreon.com/Asideofhustle. I am gonna put up pictures from my youngest daughter's dance recital yesterday. It's all good, E-Turtles. Hopefully you are motivated to get on this. Good morning, Kevin. How's it going? Hopefully you guys are all motivated. Let's make the best of it this Friday. But I can't make this stream last forever, because then that's going to keep me from doing the actual thing that I said I'm going to do. But what I might do, like I said, is I may just throw on a live stream. I probably won't leave it public forever. So yeah, I don't. I have negative dollars, Brando. I got negative dollars right now. So there's the Patreon. So if you guys want like more, you like some of this motivational stuff, behind the scene things. So you know, you've got, I do a lot of this stuff on the Patreon. I've tried to do some motivational stuff on YouTube, but maybe I need to reintroduce it again here too. They didn't take off previously, but now that we've got a growing audience, maybe some more of this stuff will work. I did actually put up 4 life lessons we can learn by sitting on the couch and watching football. So that was the video that I put up a couple of days ago. We will be live roughly, let's see, roughly around 4 o'clock. I think I'm going to be going live. I've got a catering order. It's only a $20 one, but I'm just taking everything that I can get on Deliver That, trying to slowly work my way up the ranks. This is not a great one, but at least there's a $15 tip on it. It's only for like $130 from Carrabba's. I'm like, I deliver that to normal people all the time down here. But we have that. So the channel update, we are at 1,238 subscribers. So crazy. We were like at 1,000. Well, we were at 780 on Sunday night. So we're closing in on like 500 subscribers in 5 days. And we have a chance to get there later tonight. So we will be live later while I'm doing food delivery. Sorry, like the sun is like just right coming through my eyes here. We'll shift angles over here. So that's what we got. I'm so excited to be with you guys. All right. So by the way, you guys can all please be praying for Audrey. She found out that she might have cancer, and so she's given some of the details. I'm not going to read it all over the stream, but you guys can read that if you want to read that. Just giving a little bit of an update. Okay. So be praying for her. Be praying for wisdom for the doctors. Audrey, I would 100% really look into like detoxifying and clean eating in the meantime. Okay, so I would immediately like do some research, and I'll talk to my wife, because I know she follows some channels and stuff that talk about like detox and stuff like that, and so I will do that. Yeah, we'll how about we do that, Jaeger? We'll pray for Audrey before we close off the stream here really quick. So, but here's the deal. Today is the day. We all have time today, so let's make the most of it. Let's do our absolute best with it. Let's not waste our time. You know, and if you find yourself drifting off or unfocused, then just hit the pause, hit the reset button, and then get back to what it is that is most important for you guys. Okay, so as always, if you guys got any questions or anything that you guys want to talk about that you don't feel publicly comfortable sharing, asideofhustlechannel@gmail.com. I do check that a couple times a day. I know I've got a bunch of comments I got to reply to on YouTube, so if you commented on a YouTube video, I'm going to get back to that. We will be live tonight. We have the 4 lessons that we can learn from watching football. That video is up. And so I'm gonna try to keep pumping out more and more content, and the best way that you can encourage me to do so is memberships and stuff like that, because that just gives me more time to put towards all that. So here's what we're gonna do. we're gonna kind of wrap this up right now because I gotta get to work and get this stuff done. But we're gonna pray for Audrey first and the doctors and everything around. All right, and then we will be back live probably around 4 o'clock. As soon as I know, I'll put a notification up as soon as I know for sure what time I'm aiming for here. But let's pray. Dear Heavenly Father, we just thank you for today. We thank you that you have given each and every one of us who's here in this moment today. And we pray that we would not waste the gift that you have given us. Right now, we specifically pray for Audrey. We just pray for the doctors to give them wisdom to know exactly what they're looking for. We pray that it is not cancer, but if it is, Father, we also pray that you would just give Audrey the wisdom to know how to handle it, how to treat it. Father, please guide her to the right doctors, the right experts who will help her with and through this situation. Father, just give her wisdom of making the best decisions for her and for her body in this time. And we just pray so much that you would just be with her, be a comfort for her in this time. And we just are so thankful for everything that you do for us. And we thank you for today. And we just pray that you would just work through this situation, give her peace in this time. We pray this in Jesus' name. Amen. So thank you guys. Let's get out there. Let's not waste today. You know, if you need it, if you need that little extra motivation, you know, just go do it for Audrey today. Go and give your all for Audrey. If that's a little extra motivation that you need, and keep her in your prayers as you go through the day today. And Audrey, like, if you got any, like I said, I'll talk to my wife on some detoxing things, but I would say don't sit around and wait. You know, don't sit around and wait. Like, start doing your research now, for sure, and see what you can find, and just start doing some things that maybe can help right away. So Kizar, Johnny Sense. All right, well, glad that we're here. So I got to cut this off because I really am on a tight thing today. I know it's going to take me quite a few hours to get my Amazon done, and I need to get it done, but I'm hoping to actually get it done early enough that I can maybe even do a couple of deliveries on my way up to my pickup, because my pickup's like 30 to 40 minutes away from here. So it's like it's a pretty good distance north. So I'm going to try to make best use of my time today. We will be live roughly around 4 o'clock, give or take, and I'll post it when I have it. Appreciate you guys. Thank you, Lisa, for becoming a member today. So we will be, we're going to be aiming for 2 more memberships tonight on the stream, and appreciate each and every one of you guys. I hope you guys all feel motivated. Let's get out there and let's do our absolute best today. See ya.